The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. We are live at Silver Creek High School here in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is Southern Indiana game night. It's a Friday, the Friday before Christmas. Wishing you and yours Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Alongside Brad Burton, I'm Paul Najar, and we are thrilled to bring you this really interesting matchup. Contrast in styles, Brad. 6-0 Silver Creek team. Highly decorated. Coach Hoffman has his team, a couple of championships and could have done a 3 in a row. He has them geared and primed for another one. Then on the other side, you've got Jeff High, semi-state contestants last year, and Sharon Wilkinson with his background. This promises to be a fun matchup tonight.
This is going to be a great game. I'm excited to be here. We should have a great crowd on hand. It's Indiana basketball at its finest. Two great teams, great coaches. It's going to be a fun night.
Well, when you look at these two teams and you look at what Coach Hoffman has done here at Silver Creek in his 15th season now, the expectations are high, and at Jeffersonville they are too, but they're playing a little shorthanded. They've got serious talent. They're 2 losses against 2 of the better teams in the state.
Absolutely. They're waiting patiently for Trey Singleton to get back. One of the, a kid who had potential to be in consideration for Mr. Basketball, going to Northwestern, but they've got a lot of talent besides just him, and the Silver Creek team is full of talent too. What it really impresses me about them, they have 5 players on the floor who really gel well with each other, and when you watch them, and this is the ultimate compliment, you don't know who their best player is.
And we'll find that out, who's the best player, who are the best players tonight on the floor, because, hey, there's only one ball. There are going to be 10 hungry players, 5 from both sides, fighting it out tonight here at Silver Creek. See what the Dragon Den has in store for the Jeffersonville Red Devils. We'll return. We'll have coaches' interviews on our pregame show here. And so you stay with us. We'll be back with more on Glycod.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bark Jeff, Jeffersonville's premier dog care destination at 1006 East 10th Street. Bark Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
Back here with Glide Cod, this is Brad Burden with Coach Saron Wilkerson. Coach, big game tonight, coming to Silver Creek to play the Dragons. How do you feel about this game tonight?
Going to be a very tough out for us. Very talented, can score it in a myriad of ways. Undefeated, 6-0. Got a lot of momentum right now, so we got a good test for us tonight.
You know, test for you is nothing that you're not familiar with. You've been testing yourself all season, playing one of the toughest schedules in the state. You know, talk about your schedule so far and the teams that you faced leading up to tonight.
So our two losses right now, we're 3-2. Our two losses are against Indianapolis Pike and Noblesville, obviously, which is two really good teams. I mean, man, we hope our intent is for our schedule to get us ready to make a deep run for the tournament. So we kind of feel like the tougher our opponents during the regular season, better our chances of getting ready for the tournament.
Question on everybody's mind in Southern Indiana is when you'll be back fully loaded with all your personnel. Can we expect to see that tonight, or are we still some time away from that?
So we're probably still 10 to 14 days away from having Trey join us. He's been doing some practicing, been able to get up and down 5-on-5 for 15, 20 minutes at a time. We want to make sure that he's 1,000% before we put him on the floor.
Obviously, your team's had to learn to play with him, but you've got tons of other talent around. But, you know, what are some things we can look for from your team tonight without him and just what we've been seeing so far?
Well, hopefully tonight we got to do a very, very good job of controlling the basketball. We got to take care of the basketball, and then we got to rebound the basketball. If we can do those three things, I think at the end of the fourth quarter we'll have a chance to win the game.
Coach, best of luck this season, and another night of just great Indiana high school basketball. Should be a great crowd here tonight.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, buddy.
Back here with Glide Cod, this is Brad Burden with Coach Saron Wilkerson.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about
out.
to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care. With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Lycon.
2-1.
Both teams talked about the need to take care of the basketball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of the game of basketball, and then they've got to rebound. They want to be able to dominate the boards both offensively and defensively.
Your longtime coaching career, as you are still coaching with the Silver Creek girls team as an assistant, those look to be really interesting because control the tempo. I'm sure we're going to be talking about tempo all night. So those are the keys to the game for the Jeffersonville Red Devils, brought to you by Northside Security. Now we will move to the Silver Creek Dragons and Coach Hoffman and his squad.
Well, they almost mirror each other, and the game of basketball is really pretty simple. You could ask coaches every night. There's really only 4 things to do in basketball, and that's to take care of it, get a good shot, defend, and rebound. And so the keys can be pretty simplistic, but Silver Creek really wants to limit Jeffersonville in transition. So they want to get back on defense, make them play against their established half-court defense. They want to dominate inside through their big man Hoffman, and also dominate the boards. And then Coach Perry Hunter, their assistant, said, Brad, tonight we got to knock down shots when we have an opportunity.
Knocking down shots, a big deal for the Silver Creek Dragons, especially in limiting Jeffersonville getting out in those transition opportunities. So those are the keys to the game, presented by Northside Security, where service and protection meet. I want to remind everyone this broadcast is authorized by Silver Creek High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. We thank you for watching. So we'll take a break, our third pregame break, and when we return, we will have Silver Creek head coach Brandon Hoffman in his interview with Brad Burden. So stay with us. Back with more of our pregame broadcast right here from Silver Creek on Glycod.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org. Google Play or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Glycod Sports. Brad Burden here with Coach Hoffman, doing a little pregame interview. Coach, tell us about the season so far and how things have been going.
Well, so far so good. I think our team's been playing real well. I think we put a good product on the court so far in 6 games. We're a fun team to watch. We've shot the ball well. We've defended well, so I couldn't ask for anything better.
I had the great fortune of calling one of your games early in the year versus Charlestown, and the thing that really stuck out to me about your team was how unselfish and just how many different weapons you have on the floor.
Yeah, basketball is a fun game when the ball moves, and so far our guys have been really unselfish with the ball. They enjoy playing with each other. They've been passing up okay shots for great shots, and when you do that, your percentages are higher too. So. And they get good results from that. So that's probably the one thing I enjoy the most about this team is how the ball keeps moving.
Big game tonight, highly ranked Jeffersonville team, 3 Division I players. A coach has been there and done that very much the same as you. What kind of test does this Jeffersonville team bring to you tonight?
Well, I think Jeff is one of the handful of teams that could win the 4A state title. They're that talented and that seasoned. It's kind of the game on the schedule that you can use as a barometer to where your team is. Another thing I enjoy about this Jeff team is they stayed together forever. My son Walker's the same age as those seniors, and they played together when they were in 2nd grade. Like Trey and Michael and PJ and Sean, those guys have been together forever. And the way they conduct themselves on the court and the community is commendable too. So. It's going to be a good game for us to see where we are.
You're also the athletic director here at Silver Creek. This is going to be a big crowd. You expect one of the biggest games of the year for both schools. What's it been like to prepare for this game as a coach, but also handle the day-to-day operations? And what do you have to do to get ready for such a big, environment and crowd tonight?
Right. Well, fortunately, I got a lot of support in both avenues. I got a lot of support at school that helps me with our job here, getting ready, and my coaching staff is great too. So. It's really, I'm used to teaching a full schedule and having, 220 kids. So it's not any different in terms of difficulty. I'm excited to see what kind of crowd we got. There may be something in the back of my mind like, hey, is everything going smooth? Are the games going on? But no, it's been a lot of fun. And, we're proud of our facilities now, and we get to show that off. So hopefully the event runs well. We make a lot of money, and the Dragons win. It'd be a perfect night.
That would be a good night for the Dragons for sure. Coach Hoffman, thanks a lot for your time, and best of luck tonight.
All right.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today. Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
And welcome back to Silver Creek High School. It's Southern Indiana game night on Glycod as the Silver Creek Dragons get ready to host the Jeffersonville Red Devils. You see the teams out on the court right now. Alongside Brad Burden, I'm Paul Major. We're about 13 minutes from tip-off. And Brad, when you look at that 3-2 record, let's dive into Jeffersonville. You look at that 3-2 record. What do you expect? I mean, 3-2. It's just 5 games. Talk about the level of competition they've played so far.
So as coaches, you usually can anticipate teams that will potentially make a run a couple years down the road. And, of course, Jeffersonville coming off going to a semi-state last year, returning all of their players essentially from that team. Coach Wilkerson knew that he was going to have to really prepare his team for what they're going to see at semi-state and state if they're going to eventually do what is ultimately their goal, which is to cut down the nets in Indianapolis. And so that's why he has done that with his schedule. And that's why you see the 3-2 record. And, oh, by the way, a really special player hasn't suited up for him yet because of injury.
And we're going to get to that in just a moment. In the middle, you saw head coach Ron Wilkinson shaking hands with the officials tonight. They probably, all three of them, look old enough to have probably officiated some of Sharon's games back in the day.
Well,
not that they're old. I mean, they're just veteran officials. And when you get veteran officials in Indiana, you know you got a big night.
That's right. And, you know, we have a serious problem with officiating in America. We need more young people to get into it. I'm certainly have been guilty as charged of being maybe a little too vociferous with my displeasure of referees at times, and I apologize for that. Something I've grown out of a little bit as I've gotten more mature in my coaching. But we got to really tip our hat to the officials. Yes, they're paid for the service that they provide us, but they're still providing a service that is vital for high school sports to continue, and we need more young people to get into it.
Yes, we do. Now back to the Jeffersonville Red Devils, and that very special player that will be out for probably, Coach said, another 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 12 to 14 more days, so they'll be getting him back after the new year.
And that's Trey Singleton, the 6'8" senior, who can, he just lifts everybody's game, doesn't he?
Absolutely. He just takes so much attention from the opposing defenses. So those other players who now are the number 1 or number 2 scout, they become the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th scout, and man, that really frees you up to get your shot or get to the rim.
And that's where these early games, the first 6, 7, 8, 10 games without him, will afford opportunities for those secondary and tertiary players to come through and to improve and to be more of a threat as the season progresses.
Absolutely. I mean, the players who are leading them in scoring right now, they are now put into a different role maybe than what they would with Singleton out there. But even when he was there, it was never a case where he was the one going and getting 30. They very much were still a committee of 3 really special players and then a really good role player supporting those 3.
So that is a little closer look at the Jeffersonville Red Devils. Now let's transition to the orange-clad, well, they'll be wearing white, the home uniforms tonight, Coach Hoffman's Silver Creek Dragons. And you talk about, a run with, it's right there down on the court, 2018-2019 boys basketball 3A state champ, 2021 the girls basketball state champ, as well as the boys in 3A. Quite a run that was, and now he's poised for another with a really talented group of juniors and seniors.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brandon Hunter is a sophomore. So
right.
They've really kind of got it stacked all the way through. Really only one senior, and that's the coach's son, Walker Hoffman, 6'6", big, strong kid who's also an excellent football player. For the size he is, he moves really, really well. He's got really nice feet, soft hands, can score with both hands, and takes up a lot of space inside.
I was fortunate enough to broadcast the first opening day football this past year at Charlestown, and it was the battle of 403.
Yep.
Silver Creek and Charlestown, and man, I was really impressed with both teams. But that Silver Creek football team was really strong out of the gate. It didn't seem like it was August 23rd when they played that game. It seemed later in the year because both teams were so competitive. But he is a big, strong, wide body. He's not slow. He's deceptively quick.
He's athletic.
Yeah.
And I had the pleasure of working the Battle of 403 with Dr. Todd Carter just a couple weeks ago when Silver Creek and Charlestown tipped off in basketball. And, being a girls coach, I'm so, consumed with our schedule and preparing and helping Coach Shane that I don't get to see a lot of the boys' games. And it's really my first time seeing Walker Hoffman play, and I was just so impressed with how well he moves for his size.
Well, that's a note on the big, but talk about Hunter as well as a sophomore and what he brings.
It's amazing. Brandon Hunter, his dad's one of the assistant coaches, Perry Hunter, longtime head coach at Henryville, and you can just tell he's a coach's son out there on the floor. He's almost averaging a triple-double. He's right at 8.8 points per game, 9 rebounds, and about 7 or 8 assists a game. And then they've got lots of other talent around him. Dane Sprigler is their leading scorer. He's at 17.5 points per game, and he can really shoot it and score it. A lot of times you'll see a kid who's just a shooter, or you'll see a kid who's just a driver or slasher. Dane Sprigler can do all three.
When you look at their three-point, Sprigler, 59% from three. Kason Dager, 49% from three. So we're talking about, two real significant pieces of the puzzle that, who handle the ball a lot at the guard spot. Shooting a combined like 58% from three-point range.
Yeah, normally if you see three-point percentage shooting like that, it's a kid who came off the bench, there's maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
These are the starters. They're getting up volumes of shot and playing against really good competition and still making it that high level. We're in for an exciting, really great basketball game tonight.
Great breakdowns of both teams. We're going to take our final pregame break. When we return, we'll have the starting lineups and get you set for tip-off. It's Southern Indiana game night. Stay with us on Glycod.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about
out.
to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care. With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Silver Creek High School, Southern Indiana game night. It is basketball night here on Glycod. Do a like, send us comments, do whatever you want on social media, please. Follow along all season. We will have all the info for you, all the games that matter. Good stuff all the way around. Tonight's starting lineups are presented by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They are outrageously dependable. 1510 Production Road, as you see there in Jeffersonville. Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting Jeffersonville Red Devils. At forward, number 12 is senior P.J. Douglas. At guard, at number 5 is senior Michael Cooper. Cooper and Douglas, the two going to Wright State next year, are committed to Wright State. At forward, number 20, a sophomore Jacob Wilkerson. At guard, number 2, a junior Terrence Nord. And finishing out the starting 5 at guard, number 11, a junior also, Elijah Cheats. So for head coach Sharon Wilkinson, it is P.J. Douglas, Cooper, Wilkerson, and I will get those last two again, but we'll now move to, there we go, Wilkerson, Nord, and Cheats for the Red Devils. And now for the homestanding Dragons of Silver Creek, we have number 10, a guard, just a junior, Jason Dager. Also a guard, junior, number 2, Dane Sprigler. The two sharpshooters on this team. Forward, number 22, a junior, Dane Caldwell. At guard, the sophomore, almost averaging a triple-double, Brandon Hunter. And at forward, number 13, the senior, Walker Hoffman. So it's Dager, Sprigler, Caldwell, Hunter, and Hoffman for head coach Hoffman here at Silver Creek. We are going to take our final pregame break and return with opening tip-off. Stay with us on Glycod.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department, Deering Floor Center, Our Place, Clark County Youth Services, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Center. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
And welcome back. We are ready for tip-off. This nice rendition of the national anthem, a cappella. I believe that was Coach Brandon Hoffman's daughter, I think.
No, that wasn't his daughter. His daughter's a freshman. His daughter's a freshman at Silver Creek, so that lady's not his daughter, but I don't know who she was. Same last name, but that was pretty incredible. She needs to go on The Voice.
Well, here we go. The announcement for the starting lineups. As you can see on the floor, we're just a few moments away from tip-off as you're going to see a really, you talked about tempo in your keys to the game, Brad. I'm excited to see, like you said, who controls the tempo and how it works out.
Yeah, I look for Silver Creek to try to fast break when they can, but then also at other times maybe try to control the tempo and run their sets and try to get really great shots instead of good shots, where I think Jeff definitely wants to get on transition and push the tempo every chance they get.
A lot of coaches talk about that. That has been the trend for the last decade or so, and I was fortunate enough to be alongside the prolific ride that Bellarmine had in Division II and in transitioning to Division I, and being one of the highest percentage shooting teams in the country, any division, NAIA, whatever, NBA, every year. And, he preached always, hey, that's a good shot, but you better not take it because we need a great shot.
Right. Well, especially in high school where you don't have a shot clock. You can really work to get a great shot. And actually, it's funny you brought up Bellarmine because I think you'll see tonight in watching the Silver Creek team, I think you'll see a lot of similarities in style and the way they share the basketball.
Share the basketball, a lot of movement, and a lot of confidence in each other, making sure that they maximize their opportunities. And as they get the hype video going, we're just awaiting the starting lineup for them. We'll get them on the court. We'll get to tip off. So the edge here, the athleticism from both sides, pretty strong.
Absolutely. A lot of times when people would see on paper, they see Jeff playing Silver Creek, they may think that the athleticism edge goes to Jeffersonville. That's not necessarily the case here. I think you're going to see pretty even matchup as far as athleticism, as far as skill, size. You got to give a little bit of nod to Jeffersonville and the experience factor since they were at the 4A semi-state last year. But, two great coaches, two great teams here.
And trying to get back on that, back to semi-state. Trying to win that second state title for Jeffersonville. I mean, this is a good test for them against Silver Creek.
Oh, absolutely. And these are the top two teams in Southern Indiana. And so they're both gearing up for a potential run in March. So this is a good barometer for both of them.
We got Dane Sprigler being announced. That's an unbelievable three-point shooting percentage, 59%. Jason Dager, the 6'3 junior, 49% from three.
Yeah, averaging 22 points a game. I mean, there's so many great players on this team. We didn't even mention him in our preview. I mean, he's their leading scorer.
Unbelievable. And they talk about Brandon Hunter at 6'3, a guard combo, plays wherever is needed. Dane Caldwell, the 6'8 junior, averaging almost 10 points, 6.5 rebounds. And Walker Hoffman rounds out the starting five for Coach Brandon Hoffman. Nothing like it. Southern Indiana basketball on a Friday night. A near capacity crowd here at Silver Creek alongside Brad Burden. I'm Paul Najar, and here we go, Brad.
Yep, Texas and Florida have their football, and we got really good football here too, but there's nothing like in the wintertime Southern Indiana basketball.
Student section at the far end. In white, it is Silver Creek winning the tip. And it's Brandon Hunter. Man-to-man defense from Jeffersonville. They're looking inside. They get it to Hoffman. Hoffman lays it up. No good. He follows his rebound. Got his hands on it. Puts it off glass. No good again. Rebound. Really good rebounded. Elijah Cheeks Now we got a foul, whistle.
Personal foul, Silver Creek, number 2. Dane Sprigler, his first, team first.
You could tell right off the bat, Silver Creek wanted to establish, Hoffman is taller and bigger than anybody Jeff has, so they really want to establish that inside presence.
And he's wide, and that gives him an extra couple inches, that width, trying to get around him. There's a steal. The reach, the break, the go, and the bucket. And that is a really good attack by Sprigler. Or I'm sorry, that was
Dager.
Dager, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about Silver Creek wanting to get out in transition when those opportunities present themselves.
And there's another steal. So 2 turnovers for Jeff early on. Dager, he goes left, pulls up, pops, in and out, no good. A rebound to the Red Devils. P.J. Douglas looks up ahead. He finds a streaking Cooper, and Cooper will go to the line for 2.
So far, this tempo is exactly what we thought. Both teams looking to push, get out and run when they can. Like I said, look for Silver Creek at times to slow it down and run sets.
And just when you think you've got an open shot, you're going to get contested. The layup was contested down there, the first bucket, as Cooper hits his first. But also, you think about what Hoffman had to work with inside. He had a little bunny, but he was contested, and then he had another one. Somebody came from the weak side to get a finger on it.
We got Brody McLaughlin, a sophomore, checking in for Silver Creek.
McLaughlin, number 14. There's the corner 3, no good. Rebound, and that will stay with Silver Creek. Brody McLaughlin, the 6'4" sophomore, tries to get it back from Hoffman. Hoffman says no. He spins into the lane. He's trapped. Good ball hawking from Jeff. P.J. Douglas, he's working down on the low block. I like the way he's trying to get down, and he's going to get some resistance there, but he is big and strong. There's the hook, offensive foul. That's a tough call because they're bodying him.
It is. I mean, but Silver Creek player had his hands straight up, and he definitely hooked him. That's been a point of emphasis the last couple of years in high school basketball. So good call there by the official.
Yeah, a really, it's tough to deal with when they're up in your face like that. They draw the foul there.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 11, Elijah Cheeks.
That's on Cheeks, Elijah Cheeks, his first.
Jeffersonville, number 3.
It's team second.
Gilly Polk.
Gilly Polk, 5'8" senior, checks in. Cheeks takes a seat. They get it in. Walker into the lane. That jumper, no good, but there's a foul for Dane Caldwell.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 20, Jacob Wilkerson, his second, team third. At the line, shooting 2, Dane Caldwell.
Caldwell hits the free throw. Just a 50% free throw shooter. Can't imagine he has many from the line. Even though he's 6'8", he's probably more of a forward, stretch 4 than he is a center.
That's exactly right. He likes to get out in transition. He's had a couple highlight reel dunks this year. Very athletic kid.
And the junior hits them both. 2-point lead for the homestanding Dragons. From the Red Devils, they move around the front. Little weave action modified. Side, that jumper blocked by Caldwell, but they get it back and to the rack. That's P.J. Douglas. Strong. Boy, he's a tough mid-range game. And, it's a physical game, Brad.
I was going to say, man, that is physical basketball.
And you don't want to say that they've got to watch themselves, but I look at what Brandon Hunter's doing, and I said, he's just a sophomore, and he's got to learn. He's bumping a lot, and that's going to draw some attention from the whistle. He's bumping and really physical on both ends, and he's going to need to control that. He's on his Douglas for 3. Rebound comes down. And a foul, third foul, or fourth. It's a fourth foul.
Team fourth.
Yeah, I mean, as physical as this game been, I mean, the referees are trying to maintain control of it. There's already been 6 fouls called.
Right.
But that's the way the game's played a lot of times. Is bumping cutters and walling up body to body, not allowing freedom of movement.
4 guys on one side. Boy, this is trouble. The Red Devils just swarming on defense. But a great attack to the rack. Can't get it to go. There's Brody McLaughlin.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 4.
That's Ray Laird with the foul. And now that's 5 fouls. And as we do in Kentucky, do they do the 5 fouls?
Yeah, that's pretty much nationwide now. So after 5 fouls, you go to the free throw line to shoot 2. No more 1-and-1 bonus. That doesn't exist anymore.
The only game where it bothers me, that's why I don't like men's college basketball. I don't like it because of their insistence on being different than everyone else.
Right. They play 20-minute halves.
And it's just silliness. I've never liked the 1-on-1. I get the strategy, but you're rewarding fouls. You're giving a team that does something wrong an opportunity to get the ball back without being really, a harm in a 1 and a bonus or 2 free throws like they do in high school now. 5 fouls per quarter. Your 5th foul, and every one thereafter, every quarter, is 2 free throws. To the rack, that's a walk.
Yep, took an extra step there. Good defense by Silver Creek.
And again, we're talking about a great physical presence on both ends of the floor, but nothing we've got 7 fouls called in less than 4 minutes, but it's good physical play.
Absolutely. Both teams are doing a good job of showing their hands, and referees will let you play through and have contact with your body as long as you show your hands.
The Dragons, jumper off, rebound, and out they go. Jeffersonville, nice spin move in the lane, off balance, Michael Cooper. You can see that Wright State commit, why he's going there, but right back down the other end is Dager. Kason Dager gets fouled, he'll go to the line.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 4, Rajon Laird, his second.
It's a second foul on Rajon Laird.
Line 2-2, Kason Dager.
Dager goes to the line for 2. Points, open shots are going to be at a premium.
That's what I was just thinking. Unless it's been in transition, both teams have had to settle for very, very challenged, difficult shots.
We're talking about similar teams, so you're not going to get ball screens and off-ball screens as strong or as effective as you want, because both teams are really long and athletic in that regard.
That's exactly right. And both teams have incredible coaches who have done a great job of scouting and preparing. The last time I watched Silver Creek, they played Charlestown's first game of the year, and Charlestown's best player, Fresh, had just transferred from Jeff, and so Silver Creek really didn't have an opportunity to get a good scout on him, and the kid had a lot of open shots. But this now, both coaches have had ample opportunity to scout. They know exactly what each other's going to run.
Aggressive play at both ends. Offense, defense, transition, all of it. Down low, and PJ up with the one-hand floater, no good. Rebound comes down, knocked out of bounds by Cooper. PJ Douglas, a good look. Boy, I like the way he bodies down. He reminds me of an old Denny Crum guard.
Absolutely,
down low.
That's a great point. I don't know how many of our listeners will remember the 1980s basketball, but there's probably some out there.
YouTube, they're all there.
That's right.
You watch those great Denny Crum teams like I did as a kid. That jumper, no good. Rebound, out and running. Jeff in transition. Layup, up and good.
Silver Creek's settling for too many mid-range jump shots, in my opinion. They need to get to the ball of the rack or hit for open threes. That's another very, very challenge, too.
And that's a tough one.
Substitution, Silver Creek, number 2, Davis.
As
And for Silver Creek, number 13, Walker Hoffman.
Walker Hoffman checks back in for Silver Creek. And Sprigler is back. Oh, almost a backcourt violation there. They wanted to start that weave a little too soon. Down on the block, Rayshon Laird goes cross court. That's the first 3 of the night. Sean Boyd, the 5'10 senior. And that extends the lead to 5 for Jeffersonville. And a tip, a steal. Quick hands, Elijah Cheeks. He has 2 fouls on him, but he got in that passing lane and making things difficult for the Dragons, this Jeffersonville Red Devils defense. Now that, to me, great move down on a block. Brandon Hunter just backing his man inside the key for the 12-footer. Nice pump, elbow jumper, no good by Douglas. Rebound Hunter, he gets it up ahead quickly. And boy, they called that one on the floor.
Yeah, got him with 2 hands. You know, officials always tell me if you get 2 hands, or if you leave it on for longer than 3 seconds, what they call, they want you to give you a hot stove, on and on, on and off.
Caleb Jones, I believe he said, was the foul, number 10. But what I didn't understand is why Sean Boyd could wrap his arm around the guy.
I saw that too. It was right in front of the official.
25 feet from the basket.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to question the official. I'm just wondering how, down on the block, that's almost automatic call. But Jeffersonville really, really working hard to deny the perimeter. Deny that next pass. This 4-point run
and
for
they're
Silver
especially
Creek.
they're especially face guarding Dager, trying to not let him get free on the perimeter.
Correct. Oh, through the hands of Terrence Nord it goes. As we mentioned, Silver Creek 6-0 on the season. Beat Floyd Central, Charlestown, Columbus North, Austin, and North Harrison. And a big blowout win against Jennings County last Saturday. Tomorrow, they'll play Bedford North Lawrence, but tonight, Jeffersonville attacking the rim, Michael Cooper. Jeff had a 5-point lead at 11-6, a 4-0 run from Silver Creek, and that layup gives Jeff 3-point lead. A little modified zone.
No, I think it's still man-to-man, but Jeff just does such a good job of loading up to the help side that it might look like on the backside being a zone, but I could be wrong there.
Sprigler fouled on the shot. My goodness, it's got to be 10 fouls on Jeff this first quarter. Rayshon Laird's 3rd foul.
You know, this new foul rule, it benefits a really aggressive team because you come out and you get super aggressive like Jeff is on Silver Creek. You put them into the bonus. We still call it the bonus, even though you don't get the 1-on-1, the 2-shot bonus. But the foul's reset at the end of the quarter.
Yep.
You know, so it's not like, it's punitive that's going to last you for 6-7 minutes. Exactly.
Yeah, it's only going to last this quarter, and then we reset.
They reset, and then you start right back over again.
It's made the women's college game so much more fluid.
Yes.
I'd like to see that in the men's game. The men's game for so long on the college level, so coach dependent. And, in so many ways, this is zone from Silver Creek now.
And Silver Creek's got that length to be able to do that.
Yes, they do. 1-2-2-3, 1-3-1 sort of matchup. Now they're going to man, except they staying out on the top. Okay, there's the 3, and got it. Terrence Nord knocks it down. Shooting 47% from 3. Dager is turned around from the elbow, no good. Here comes Cooper. Down to the block it goes. They get it to Cooper. Cooper, they want to settle it down for the final shot. Cooper gets in the lane. He puts up the one runner. And now the largest lead is 6 points. Trouble getting it in bounds. Will he get off a shot? He will. Cooper can't get it to go at the buzzer. Great defense from Jeff. They lead by 6. End of the first quarter. We'll be back with more terrific Southern Indiana game night from Silver Creek High School. Stay with us on Glycod.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play. Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
Welcome back. It is game night in Southern Indiana. And alongside Brad Burton, I'm Paul Najar. Jeffersonville with the ball to start the second quarter, up 6. And Brad, steps called. One of the top 5 teams in 4A, Jeffersonville, of course, and probably one of the top 5 teams in 3A in Silver Creek.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, both teams have aspirations for playing the last weekend of March. Silver Creek in the 3A, like you said, and Jeffersonville at the highest level 4A. But there is no discrepancy between classes here. This is just 2 great teams going at it.
And a terrific score there by Dane Caldwell. He attacked the basket, stayed strong, stayed square to the hoop, put it off glass for the bucket. BJ for the 3 from the corner. Got to hustle back. That's the one thing you don't want to see is a shooter in the corner, staying in the corner after the shot. But the rebound comes down to Jeffersonville's Michael Cooper, and he gets fouled. Hunter's first foul.
So I was able to read Coach Hoffman's lips, and only was able to just read his lips and not hear him because I have headphones on. But he was pretty demonstrative with his players about getting the ball inside and stop taking so many challenge twos.
Yeah.
And we saw right off the bat there Caldwell get to the rim and get a score for them coming out of the break.
Brandon Hunter with his second foul in as many seconds. Wow. Back-to-back fouls on Hunter. 6'3" sophomore. Talked about how aggressive he was right from the tip, and that's catching up to him right now. Against this, sweet move.
And with 2 fouls, that's Cooper. A really difficult task to try to keep him in front without fouling.
And then again, they're both 6'3", and he just didn't look like he wanted to invest too much on that possession out of the perimeter. Inside it goes to Hoffman. Hunter split the defenders, gets knocked to the floor. He found Hoffman. Hoffman was fouled. You know, when I see a big guy like Hoffman and with the light feet and the light footwork, that's one thing. You just got to see the strength in the hands at the finish. We've seen him get the ball knocked away from him a couple times. Right here, 2 free throws for Hoffman, hits the first.
Substitution Silver Creek, number 3. Tyson Dager.
Dager back in. And Hoffman second of 2. And he gets it to roll in. 4-point lead for Jeffersonville. Red Devils up quickly. They start their little motion, little handoffs. And all the way to the rack. P.J. Douglas. I don't like that call. I hope they get in the restraining line someday soon in high school. And not that it was the wrong call, it was the right call.
Right. Yeah, if where PJ's gonna be playing next year, that's a block.
That's a block for sure.
He's in high school, and so that's a charge. So, like you said, for the rules of the high school game, that was a good call. But I'm like you. I like to see the charge block circle.
Yeah. In the high school game.
Yep.
So, timeout. We're going to take a break. We'll be back 30 seconds. Stay with us on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back. Southern Indiana game night. 4A, 3A, huge matchup here. Lots of media involved. We'll have you big games all season long. Southern Indiana, Jefferson County, Oldham County, Central Kentucky, right here on Glycod. And this Silver Creek Jeffersonville matchup promising to be all that we thought it would, Brad Burden.
Absolutely. Like we just keep saying it, two great teams going back and forth. Jeff had a little run there to end the quarter. Now Silver Creek's come out. Got two free throws that are going right to the bucket again. Another turnover.
A nice set, but you leave your feet. Ball gets deflected, and there's another turnover. Jeffersonville looking to extend this lead. Remember how Sharon Wilkinson had everyone just so thrilled for his career at Jeff High 30 years ago, in the early 90s, as they turn it over.
Yeah, won a state championship as a player, was an Indiana All-Star, McDonald's All-American.
He wore number 1 he's Mr. Basketball. He wore number 1 in the Indiana-Kentucky game.
And now back at his alma mater, hoping to do the same thing as a coach that he did as a player.
And the steps are there. First year was rough. Last year they get to semi-state. This year they want to finish it off. They got an extended 2-3 trapping or man on the perimeter and zone inside. And good work from Silver Creek. Can Dager get it? He gets it. And that foul. 2 free throws.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 12, P.J. Douglas, his second. Team's third. At the line, shooting 2, Brody McLaughlin.
Even though it's hard to do and it's physical in there, Silver Creek's doing exactly what they need to do, is keep pounding the ball inside.
Brody McLaughlin for 2, the sophomore. 63% or 67% free throw shooter on the season, 4 of 6. He's now 5 of 7. That was P.J. Douglas' second foul. McLaughlin misses the second. Rebound. Well done. But that dunk attempt, no good. And it bounces off the rim, over the backboard, out of bounds. Dane Caldwell tried to get that one to go.
Yeah, and he literally just bent over to get that rebound. And that's what Coach Wilkerson is complaining about, is the potential over the back. But maybe there wasn't contact. He just reached over.
Well, there was the foul. If he didn't get one there, he got it there.
He got it there, yeah.
That one is the first on Caldwell. That one was much easier to see. Just like the way this Jeff team plays. Without Trey Singleton, with him, they're going to be just such a force. Probably be an adjustment period when he comes back, figuring out how to get him back in the mix. That 3, corner pocket. Elijah Cheeks. Quickly was Hunter. He gets it across court. They flip it around. That 3, Caldwell got it.
Finally, Silver Creek had a possession that looks like Silver Creek basketball. Moving, driving, drawing help, kick, make the extra pass, knock down the three.
Wide open as well. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. Stay with us. More to come. Second quarter action from Silver Creek on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Southern Indiana basketball game night. Brad Burden, I'm Paul Najar. We're glad to have you here with us as Jeffersonville holding on to a 3-point lead over Silver Creek. Terrific action both ends of the court. Jeff moving, looking for some space against this determined bunch from Silver Creek. And that backcourt, there's the turnover.
Yeah, great defensive pressure that time by Silver Creek. Jeff was running good actions, just never could get anything to develop.
Trying to spring dagger, he goes down the lane, the left hand up, he gets the runner in and good.
Tough finish, but again, going at the rim, exactly what Coach Hoffman wanted to see.
And a held ball as that pass ahead for Jeffersonville could not quite get corralled.
Substitute Silver Creek. Number 0, Jaron Miles.
Jaron Miles, number 0, in for Silver Creek.
31, Mason Longest.
Mason Walker in, or Mason Longest in for Jeff. Love the pressure Jeff puts on in the backcourt.
They get after you for sure.
You just get one, ooh, thought that was a travel, got away with one. That corner three, no good. Rebound comes down. Caldwell gets it, and they're going to call a block. Ooh, that was a quick whistle on the superstar, to me, P.J. Douglas, the fine guard for Jeff.
Number 12, P.J. Douglas, his third, team fourth.
And that's his third, so that could make things interesting. We'll see if Coach Wilkerson decides to keep him in.
Number 2, Terrence Nord.
And
look like it.
He does. He brings in Terrence Nord, number 2, and all alone inside the hoop and the arm. Caldwell. He was silent in the first quarter, Brad, and he's really turned it on here in the second.
Well, that's what Coach Hoffman needed him to do with his size and his athleticism, was attack the basket. He's done that several times this quarter, and now Silver Creek has a chance to tie this game.
That one is off. Silver Creek up one.
Silver Creek up one. Sorry, I looked at the scoreboard wrong.
They got the layup from Dager, and then they got that one as well. Oh, that's got to be a held ball or a travel, and it is a travel.
Yeah, so I really feel like Jeff dictated the tempo and got everything they wanted to do in the first quarter. This quarter, Silver Creek has really been able to control it and get the ball moving and attacking the rim on offense.
Ball movement, player movement, they follow each other. Lager in the corner, his drive baseline, he stepped through, no good. Rebound, battled, war for the rebound. Caldwell wins the war, but he was out of bounds. Ball goes over, possession goes over to Jeffersonville.
Well, with 6 great shooters that Silver Creek has, when you get the ball moving, you get the defense closing out, and then you can drive closeouts, and that's what opens up the lane for them.
And they've been running, they've been faking and driving. They had that one open three from Caldwell, but mostly everything else has been going towards the basket. They just haven't been able to get some of them to fall. They've got this 1-point lead thanks to a 7-0 run. Hesitation into the lane. And back around the little lefty. Oh, wow. Sweet. Gilly Polk, the senior. We don't want to we'll make it easy myself. And Sprigler, Polk, a little aggressive, a little too much, as he gives up a good 6-7 inches.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville.
On Casey Dager.
His first. Team still in the bonus. Casey Dager at the line.
I don't know about you, Brad, but when I played, I loved playing bigger guys, taller, leaner guys, because I'd get right up in him and I'd sit my big legs down and make it a nightmare. I wasn't afraid to get my nose broke.
Guards are the best post defenders. They're just not tall enough, but tall guys hate little guys sitting on their legs.
Yeah, you can't. It is a mental and physical thing for sure. Dager hits the first of two.
We have a sophomore, Lucas Linderman, checking in for Silver Creek.
He's in the black sneakers. Playing inside in the post area, number 5. The weave, the familiar weave from Jeff High. All the way, the step through and the layup. Good. Jones gets 2 there. Caleb Jones for Jeffersonville. Puts them back up by 1. Oh boy, if he would have seen it just a moment earlier, he might have had a cleaner shot. Brandon Hunter a little short, and that one goes over. What was the call? There was no foul?
I think they called it a jump ball, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, that's what it was. That was the quickest jump ball I've seen. Under 2 minutes in this second quarter. That runner no good and out of bounds off of Boyd.
Silver Creek, number 22, Dane Caldwell.
Caldwell checks back in. Lucas Linderman checks out, the 6'7" sophomore. Got a good minute of time in there, minute and a half. Corner 3, wide open, and rattles it home. Dane Sprigler.
First time they've been able to free him up really tonight, and as we talked about the pregame, he's such a great three-point shooter.
And that wasn't a plan. That was really good vision from Dager to find him over there wide open in the corner. That's 2 guys who know how to play. Great backdoor cut and great reverse layup. Sean Boyd for 2. Spin into the lane, up, gets the contact. Jason Dager, that junior is just a basketball playing junkie. Wow. You could sense he had a little off balance from the defense. Gets a little contact and up 2 right now. Silver Creek. Jeff wants the last shot. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Halftime, we'll recap the action. Oh my goodness. Under 15. Cooper to the rack. He gets fouled. He goes to the ground. Good sportsmanship from Dane Caldwell. Runs right over and picks him up.
Personal foul, Silver Creek. Number 14, Brody McLaughlin, his first.
McLaughlin gets his first, team 4th.
Jeff was holding it for the last possession there, which definitely was the right thing to do, but they went a little early. Now with 7.5, 7.4 left. Jeff has an opportunity to tie the game, but you're giving Silver Creek the last possession here before halftime.
It's a lot of time, 7.4 left. They're going to have to really crank up this backcourt pressure if they want to if they want to minimize some damage. Both free throws good from Cooper, and right away up the court, the sideline break, and out of bounds he goes as Sprigler. And he almost ran over a couple of kids there.
Substitution Silver Creek, number 14, Roder lost to number 5, Lucas Newman.
3.9 left. Jeffersonville will have to go. 3/4 court. Cooper will step back. 3, no good. And that is the end of the first half. Exciting action. We're tied at 31. Let's take a look at a couple of great plays from the first half, Brad Burton.
We see Caldwell going inside.
Nice step back there from Gilly Polk.
And then Sprigler getting loose for that 3. Great back door there.
That back door from Sean Boyd. Terrific action. Both ends of the floor, both teams. We will come back. We'll have our halftime programming. Stay with us. We're at Silver Creek High School. It's game night in Southern Indiana on Glycon.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
Welcome back to Silver Creek High School, where we've got the bitty ball going. These young kids can't be more than 6 years old. Brad?
Yeah, I'm not for sure what age, but they're the little guys out there, the future ballers of tomorrow. And I tell you what, in these guys' young life right here, to get a chance to play on this floor in front of the crowd at the halftime of a game like this, this is going to be one of the highlights of their life so far.
Absolutely. We've got a scoreboard going tonight yet, Tim? We do. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens. For more info on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. GC Providence is up on Floyd Central at the half by 4. The girls, Christian Academy of Indiana at South Central Elizabeth, they drop a game 59-46 to South Central. The boys, Lanesville and Henryville up 12 in the third. Also, Ohio County, Kentucky is down at Rock Creek, 26-18. And then Clarksville at Trinity Lutheran postponed till January 17th. That is a look at tonight's scoreboard presented by American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens. For more info on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly. We're going to take another halftime break. We'll come back with our analysis, set you up with second half for the second half when we return on Glycon.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
And welcome back. It is game night, Southern Indiana, Glycod style, alongside Brad Burden and Paul Najar. Tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And while we don't have official stats, one thing I do want to bring up that had a significant impact on this first half, Brad, was fouls.
Yes.
A lot on Jeffersonville. I think they had 13 or 14 in the first quarter, and they probably have closer to 20 right now at the end of the first half. So,
well, two things particularly that affected them with fouls is, number one, they enabled Silver Creek to get to the line to make uncontested 15-foot set shots and free throws, and the other thing that it put some of their best players on the bench with foul trouble. So it really affected them. We'll see how they adjust here. You know, another way to think about it is now 0-0. We got to play 16 minutes of basketball.
Right, 0 team fouls, but 3 on the catalyst, the P.J. Douglas, wearing number 12. 3 fouls on him for Jeffersonville as well.
Yep.
And we start the second half tied at 31. Caldwell had some success. He gets it to elbow, turns, fakes it, gets it to Dager. Dager drives baseline inside to Hoffman. Hoffman, he walked. Oh, they're going to call an elbow recharge.
Personal foul, Silver Creek, number 13, Walker.
Wow, I don't know about that one, but I thought like you. Yeah, I thought his foot slid there. Yeah, so I would have been more okay with the travel than the charge, but.
And now up ahead, Jeffersonville, right side. There's the weave, the first handoff. All right down the middle, blocked, but the foul. Who'd they call that one on?
Personal foul.
That's on Dager.
Casey Dager, his second, team second.
So that'll send Cooper to the line for 2. 2 fouls in the first 25 seconds for Silver Creek. As Cooper misses the first. And I see this in all, you know, and not that Jeff did not make those fouls.
Sure.
They were 17, 18, 19 fouls combined in that first half.
It was super physical out of the gate, which I expected it to be.
And only about 9 or 10 for Silver Creek. So Cooper hits the second. Jeff goes into a 1-2-2 soft three-quarter court zone trap. Nice break. Dager under control to the rack. But just a little pushed off his mark. Good ball movement. Inside, up and good, Jacob Wilkerson.
There's that transition defense that Coach Hoffman was worried about.
And there's the transition offense that opponents of Silver Creek will have to worry about, because Caldwell throws it down in transition and gets the foul.
Well, that's about his 3rd or 4th dunk, highlight reel dunk of the year. A lot of media here, Era Sports and other people, so I'm sure we'll see that making its rounds on social media this week.
And P.J. Douglas, 4th foul. Oh, that's a big blow to Jeff.
That's hugely impactful to this game. We'll see what happens here with Jeff, how they respond.
Caldwell with the 3-point play to tie the score at 34. Douglas, Coach Wilkerson imploring to P.J. Douglas. That's 4, man. And 2 of them he shouldn't have had. that one included.
Yeah, you got to be smart there. Just let a dunk counts the same as a layup. So you just let that go and go get it back on the other end.
Jeffersonville team looking to create some offense inside, up on the runner, no good. War for the rebound, they come down with it. The nice, soft little bunny by Ray Laird. Quick dagger, right back at you, says Dagger. They get it down low, Laird looking. Oh, he had a quick hook, but not enough. He pushed off there, got away with it. Rebound comes down, and that one goes to Sprigler. Rajon Laird, very active, and he finally gets called. Let's see how aggressive I can get, he was saying.
Number 4, Rajon Laird. His 4th, team second.
That's the 4th on Rajon Laird.
Number 3, Gilly Polk.
Polk is in for Jeff. Caleb Jones.
Zayron Calhoun.
And number 13, Zayron Calhoun, 6'4" senior. He's going to defend Caldwell. Caldwell goes up off glass and good. Dane Caldwell having a night.
The big block there by Caldwell. You know, that's what we talked about in the pregame was this Silver Creek team, how many weapons they have. They don't have that superstar, but they have lots of players who can be the superstar on any given night. Like I said, when I watched them play Charlestown, Hoffman had such a big night. Hunter had a triple-double. But now here we see Caldwell having a great night. Dager's having a good night and always does. Springer's been relatively quiet, but has hit big shots.
Hit 1-3. Polk moves right, goes around the screen, looking for a lane. Nothing there. There's Jones. Probing. Good defense from this Silver Creek squad. Got to find Cooper, but they're closing him up. There's Cooper. Cooper moves left, and it dribbles it off his leg. Out of play. Jones goes for the save, but he can't get it. Great defense from Silver Creek. They're going to call a timeout. Sharon Wilkinson wants to talk to his team. We're going to take a 60-second break as well. Silver Creek up 3 here in the third. Stay with us on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball.
And welcome back to Silver Creek High School. That's a dangerous spot to take the ball out deep in the corner like that. Alongside Brad Burden, I'm Paul Najar, and Brad, Silver Creek having a good third quarter.
They are. They had a good second quarter as well, and so they've maintained this momentum. Got a good look there, but just didn't go down.
That was Dane Sprigler for that three. Couldn't get it. Cooper finds Jones. Goes out front to Wilkerson, and Wilkerson tried to get it back to Cooper. Stolen away by Dager. Dager takes it all the way, no good. Cooper with the board. He's going to have to shoulder some offense, shoulder the burden on offense for Jeff. Kicks it, Jones three, No good. Rebound to Sprigler. Oh, I got it. You take it right between us. Ay, that's a tough one for Brandon Hunter. He was leading one guy, bringing back the other, didn't know which one.
He zigged when he thought he was going to zag.
Zigzag zug.
4:09 left in the third quarter, 39-36 Silver Creek. Be interesting to see what happens over the next 4 minutes here. If Jeff can keep this 3 to 5 points and get back into the fourth quarter and be able to get their players back on the floor
and get
that are foul
PJ
trouble.
Douglas back on the floor. It's just, even when he's been out there, he was only effective in short spurts. Really frustrating for him offensively, for sure.
And transversely for Silver Creek, you want to take advantage right now without him on the floor. And you're up 3. See if you can't expand this to about 7 going into the fourth quarter.
Jared Miles, the 6'3" junior, 5.3 points, 2.7 boards, checks in. And a good take by Cooper, but can't get it to go. Fake from Dager, goes inside, tries to go cross court, stolen by Cooper. Cooper gets it, goes back, and he gets it back from Polk. Can't get it to go, and then he gets fouled going up. That should be a pass, so it will be a common foul.
Personal foul, Silver Creek, number 22, Dane Caldwell, his second. Team third, substitution, Silver Creek, number 3, Mason Dager, number 13, Glover Hoffman.
Sprigler and Caldwell check out. There is a kick on that one.
Substitution, Jeffersonville, number 2, Terrence Nord.
Terrence Nord checks in, and I'm sure Coach Wilkerson wanted to keep his guy in for that offense, but Nord now in for Cooper. Just over 3 minutes. Inside it goes to Laird. Laird wide open. That's the most open anyone has been tonight.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there by Silver Creek. Jeff took advantage.
That 3 from Dager, no good. Rebound comes down. That's Jacob Wilkerson. If that touched Coach Sharon Wilkerson, that's out of bounds. But that long 3, no good from Jacob. Hoffman wide open in the middle. They choose to go cross court to Dager. Dager. Out to Hunter. Down low, McLaughlin. Out to Dager. Quick 3. No good. And this is where, as youngsters, unless you've taken over 50,000 shots, the quick Steph Curry release, that's where it gets kids at the young age. They think that quick release is everything, and it is, but the form suffers a little bit, right there.
It does, and one of the things that really gets a lot of lift on the basketball is dipping the ball. A lot of players are afraid to do that because they think it slows them down, but if you watch Kevin Durant, I mean, he takes that thing down below his knees to dip it, and so it really gives you a lot of rhythm, and as long as you do it in fluid motion, it really doesn't slow down your three-point shot.
And it wasn't that Dager did the wrong thing, he just rushed it, and that threw his form off
exactly
a little bit.
Substitution, Silver Creek, number 2, Dane Sprigler, 22, Dane Caldwell.
Back on the floor, Cooper for Jeffersonville. Caldwell gets back, and his pass attempt knocked out of bounds by Laird. Dejan Laird. He has 4 fouls, as does 6'4" guard P.J. Douglas, who has been on the bench most of this third quarter. Oh, and that's foul number 5 on Ray Laird. You know, I don't mind that, but I didn't like, was it Caldwell lowered his shoulder?
His 5th personal foul.
And that's the hard part. When an offensive player lowers the shoulder, that to me is an automatic sign. But, you know, he was not set, right? You were right. You're right on that line.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bang-bang play. I definitely felt like the offensive player. I definitely felt like Caldwell initiated the contact there.
He put his shoulder down. He got position inside. He's going to draw another foul. This one is on Zeron Calhoun.
Team fifth at the line, shooting 2, Dayton Caldwell.
Officials sending out a bench warning to Jeffersonville. It's Caldwell. Hits the first of 2. Bonus time for Silver Creek. 1:49 to play in the third quarter. Caldwell misses the second. Down with it is Cooper. Against the 1-3-1 zone. They go down to the block. Back out. That 3. And that's where I think Jeff needs some help on the perimeter
shooting. Yeah, that would be their one Achilles heel from what I've seen.
That was Terrence Nord.
One weakness.
Off on that. And it's not that they're bad shots or it's not they're taking a lot. It's just that they don't look comfortable out there.
But they don't appear to have that just one knockdown three-point shooter.
Just like that.
And Silver Creek's got a few of them.
Jaron Miles. And that's their largest lead of the night at 5 points for Silver Creek. The Dragons back in their 1-3-1 zone. Got to reverse the ball. Attack with 2 up front. Get the ball to the corner and they will be vulnerable. But there's that 3. In and out, no good. But the rebound comes down. Back for another 3. That one can't get it to fall. And Michael Cooper with 3 in a row can't get it. And Hoffman comes down with a rebound 23 feet from the basket.
And that kind of goes to our point about the outside shooting. If Jeffersonville has one weakness, not that they don't have capable shooters, they certainly do.
They haven't hit one tonight. At least they have. They hit
early,
2. Yeah, they had one in this side, one on that side in the first half. Oh, wide open. Hoffman rolls it in and good. Great look from Caldwell. The dish of the night. 5 seconds. Corner 3, no good. Rebound, end of the third quarter. 7-point lead, largest of the night for Silver Creek. At the end of 3, it's 45-38. Stay with us. Fourth quarter action straight ahead on Glycod.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back, Silver Creek High School. It's Southern Indiana game night on Glycod. Jeffersonville Red Devils scored only 7 points in that quarter, outscored 14-7 alongside Brad Burden, Paul Najar, and Brad. Points hard to come by for this Jeff Red Devils team.
Yeah, Silver Creek has done a fantastic job of defending all night long, and we talked about the outside shooting woes have kind of plagued Jeff. But, this is still anybody's game here.
They double team P.J. Douglas, and that's a timeout. Jeffersonville, fourth quarter, 30-second timeout. We'll take a break as well and return. Stay with us on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
Jeffersonville, and that jumper no good. They just can't buy a basket in this second half. Michael Cooper having a tough time. The sophomore takes it to the rack, puts it up and good. Brandon Hunter, I think. Gilly Polk with his second foul, so chance for the three-point play, a real opportunity to extend this lead. Hunter, the sophomore, quite aggressive from the beginning. Cooled off a bit. Here he is, take it to the rack and completes the three-point play. 10-point lead. Polk goes all the way, lays it up, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Just haven't seen much of that from Jeffersonville tonight, Brad. That straight line go.
Yeah, early on I felt like they were getting in their dribble drive, but Silver Creek has done such a tremendous job defensively.
And it was interesting that Polk started that drive from midcourt basically, which is really hard for a defender to stop.
Because they're going downhill.
Yeah. This is the first, and as we said, Jeffersonville having a tough time putting the ball in the hoop in this second half.
They are, and the foul trouble just took them out of the rhythm completely tonight.
Yeah. Rotation of players, rhythm, all of it. Polk hits the second. It's a 9-point lead, a little over 7 minutes to play. Brandon Hunter goes cross court. Caldwell lays it up and good. What's the call? No.
Flop warning.
So that's new in high school basketball this year, is they have the flop warning like they have in college and the pros, and so that's what they call it.
I thought that was. He tried to draw the charge, but he couldn't. Douglas, he gets into the lane, up, he gets fouled, and there's the basket. And that's what I think they're going to need to do a little more of.
Exactly right. In college, he's going to play a different style than what he's going to have to play in high school, and they're going to need him to pound it inside.
Yeah, and I think here, as you saw, he finished that on 2 feet.
Yes.
He made that move. He stayed within himself. He didn't go outside his area. And a nice rebound. Douglas again puts it back up and good. Good rebound, Jacob Wilkerson.
This game is far from over. Now just a 7-point lead.
And the hands from Douglas. They do a great job, both teams, of turning the ball handler.
Yes.
Getting them to turn, make their back turn, and then the weak side comes into play.
Just nothing easy. Everything is difficult.
Yeah. This is a battle. Oh, Caldwell got away with a little hop there, but he gets around Douglas for the layup. Here comes Polk. He's going quick. He gets it back to Douglas. He goes into the lane. Polk 3. Got it.
There's a 3-point shot
That's
from Jeff
the first one since the first quarter. Sprigler slows it down.
Back to a 6-point game.
5:40 to play. Polk 5'8" against the 1 foot taller Caldwell. Nice move there. Over to Caldwell. He drives, spins, pulls back, and Hunter running the offense from the left wing. He gets double teamed on the block. And there was, steps called.
Just drug that pivot foot a little bit.
When you get that leg that far away from you, the official sees it right away, that pivot foot. So Coach Hoffman, who wanted a timeout when he saw him in trouble, didn't get it. He had the travel call beforehand. See if Jeffersonville can close this 6-point lead. Dragons playing that man-to-man. Douglas at the elbow, 2 dribbles inside, out to the corner. Back to Douglas. Here's Polk. Straight on 3. Polk in and out. Rebound comes down. Jaron Miles.
Big rebound there in traffic for Miles.
Miles, the junior. Hunter, the sophomore. And then Coach Hoffman, now he calls a timeout. Hunter got in trouble again, dribbling in traffic. So we're going to take a break as well. 4th quarter stretch run. It's a full timeout. We'll take a minute and be back. Stretch run straight ahead here on Glycod.
Vaping has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
Welcome back to Silver Creek High School alongside Brad Burden. I'm Paul Najar. A heck of a game here tonight as the 3A, one of the top contenders in the state in 3A, Silver Creek, up 6 on one of the top teams in 4A, Jeffersonville, Brad, and cheap foul away from the basket, but a foul nonetheless on Michael Cooper. It's his second.
Yeah, at this point, Jeffersonville's got to be a little bit more aggressive out front. Not that they haven't been, but now they're going to start, maybe gambling, trying to get something easy in transition. 6-point game, 4:30 left. Still plenty of time, but you do want to try to create some opportunities for yourself with your defense here.
Need a few possessions as Hunter steps back, goes to the lane, hard to the rack, and he has been really strong. Both hands. He gets a little trouble when he drives on the left side. He's been in trouble. They stop him, and he doesn't have an out yet. And he's just a sophomore. He'll learn what the out is. He seems. But there, he backed his man up, pulled him toward him, and then took to the rack when he had some space. And he misses the first of 2. Knocks down the second, 7-point lead for Silver Creek. Here comes Polk. Polk with speed, pulls it back. Douglas fakes the 3, turns it back to Polk. Polk takes it to the rack, gets down on the block. Out to Douglas, the 3, there it is.
And that's what Douglas has got to be able to do. He's got to be able to knock down that 3, get to the rim, and shoot in the mid-range. A player like him's got to be able to do all 3, and he's shown he can do that.
Oh my. It's just a 4-point game, but that one goes over, or stays with the Dragons. Not quite sure how that one was seen, but it was either a foul on Jeff or out of bounds back to Silver Creek. Sprigler drive. There has been probably 150 more examples of more contact than that. But it's a foul, and it's a 3-point opportunity for Sprigler. And he gets it to go. It's back to 7. Polk loses the handle, has to go gather it up, and gets it off Douglas. He's going to drive, gets it down low to the block, looking out to Polk. Polk to the elbow. Cooper. Oh, and he draws the contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul, Silver Creek, number 22. Dane Caldwell, his 4th. Team 3rd.
Cooper and Douglas, the 2 gentlemen committed to Wright State next year.
Yeah, great 1-2 combo guards for them. They haven't been able to get the flow tonight. You know, that's been the big thing is they just they haven't been able to play off of each other and get out in transition.
Said it. That was Silver Creek. Disrupt that offense. They've been doing it all night. Terrific job by Coach Hoffman and his team, his staff. Just can't wait to see what Trey Singleton brings to this Jeffersonville team in the new year when he comes back from injury. There's the pressure, tipped away. Jones up court, and that's going to be an intentional. He had a layup. They fouled him before. That push will result in 2 free throws and the ball, correct?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He did call the intentional, right?
He did, and I'm kind of okay with that. It's not quite the NBA like clear path rule.
Yeah.
But clearly the kid's going in to score. He wrapped him up. No intent to harm. No flagrant.
Hey, let's foul him.
But he definitely didn't exactly make a play on the ball. So I think the right call there. So Jeffersonville will get 2 free throws and the ball back.
Now, are they going to call that? They can't call the basket was good.
Oh, they can, sure.
It was on the floor.
I don't think they should count the basket. I do agree with you, it was on the floor. But if they call it a shooting foul, they could count the basket 2 more and the ball back. But that's not what happened.
Jones misses the first. I'm not sure if they gave him credit for that bucket. Jones misses them both. But Jeffersonville maintains possession. I thought it was still 56-49. My fault. Jones to trigger it in. Gets it down to the block. Can't get it. Stolen. Got it right back. Up and good. Michael Cooper finally had some space as he and Jones battled on the baseline to get that possession. Up 3, Silver Creek with possession. Hunter to Sprigler. McLaughlin. Oh, tough pass. And Jones, be careful out there. He gets called for the foul. That'll be the 15th foul. 2 free throws for Sprigler.
Caleb Jones, his 3rd.
Jones is a scrapper.
Yeah, I mean, you don't fault the kid. I mean, definitely he's going after the ball, good hustle, but anytime you dive into players' legs like that, that's going to be a foul. And now he gets to shoot 2 free throws to Sprigler.
Jones is a sophomore. Sprigler, the junior. Got it. He gets them both. It's back to a 5-point lead. Up court quickly, Michael Cooper. Takes the handoff. Under 3 minutes. Cooper drives left, spins right. Goes back down the lane, draws some contact, and the runner good from Cooper. Quickly, Dager goes to the rack, and he gets the runner. Lots of bodies flying everywhere. And a timeout called by Sharon Wilkerson. Jeffersonville down 5 to the Silver Creek Dragons, 2:35 to go. The final stretch return in 1 minute. Stay with us on Glycod.
Vaping has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
Welcome back to Silver Creek High School. The Dragons up 5 on the Jeffersonville Red Devils. What a game this has been. Alongside Brad Burton, I'm Paul Najar. And Brad, I was thinking they might change their defense, but they really haven't.
No, Silver Creek's shown a couple signs, a couple times a 1-3-1, a couple extended 2-3, but stick with the man-to-man, probably because they don't want to give up any threes here.
Step back in the lane, way off from Cooper. Here comes Dager. Dager hounded. He gets it back. Hunter's got to get it across for 10. He does. And fouling Brandon Hunter.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville. Number 2, Terrence Nord, his 4th.
Terrence Nord, his 4th.
Silver Creek still in the bonus. At the line, shooting 2. Brandon Hunter.
And Hunter's 2 free throws. Up 5. Boy, that's a tough empty possession coming out of a timeout for Jeffersonville.
Yeah, because it's 5-point game. You score there, you can cut it to 3 or 2, but now it's 7 point. Yeah. So now it's a 3-possession game.
Under 2 minutes. Into the lane, Douglas, his spinning one-hander, no good. He fights for the rebound, can't get it, and Hunter comes away with it. They need to will a steal by force of will, but I don't think they've got one in them without a foul, and there it is.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 5, Michael Cooper, his 3rd.
And I don't mean that they're not capable of willing a steal. I mean that
Silver Creek's
been that good
right.
handling the ball pressure. They've been doing so well handling man pressure, and that has been the difference tonight. The advantage at the free throw line has been huge for the Dragons, as that first one doesn't go.
You know, and one of the things about Indiana basketball is it's all about postseason. You know, regular season games, you want them for a learning experience, you want them for momentum. For Silver Creek, they've got momentum in this game, and they're going to get momentum probably coming out of it. For Jeffersonville, it's all about just these kids growing up, learning, waiting for Trey to get back, and then they can start building their momentum.
Stuffed twice inside by Caldwell. But Jeff maintains. P.J. Douglas. He drives left into the lane, running one-hander, no good. Tipped up and good by Wilkerson. And the final final timeout, I believe, for Jeffersonville. We good on breaks, Tim? We'll stay right here. And Brad, you've coached almost nearly 2.5 decades. You've coached a long time. Not an insurmountable lead. What needs to be done to get back in it?
So right now for Silver Creek, you got to just control the basketball, not have any turnovers. For Jeff, you want to force turnovers, and you got to get something going in transition. Even though it's a 2-possession game, 2 threes, it's a 6-point game, you don't need to settle for threes. There's still plenty of time. With Jeff's athleticism, they need to attack the basket. Silver Creek is going to be trying to not let Jeff hit threes, so they're going to be able to get to the rim and try to stretch this game out as much as possible.
Do you throw full court pressure now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
And we see Jeffersonville coming out in that full court pressure. Interesting. A box lineup on the press break. Hunter gets it. He relieves the pressure all by himself. He's going to come down, and he's getting held. He'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 20, Jacob Wilkerson.
Wilkerson with his fourth. And Brandon Hunter will go to the line. Hits the first. And this is where they've had a decided advantage. This game has slowed to a snail's pace in this fourth quarter with all the fouling. But Silver Creek handling it tremendously, just so well. Down 8 now, just over now a minute to go. Douglas into the lane, step through, left hand, can't get it to go. He'll go to the line. And it's the cardinal sin of the leading team, fouling when you got the lead.
Yeah, you don't want to let them have an opportunity to score with the clock stopped, that's for sure.
Fine-looking player, P.J. Douglas, can't get that first one to go.
And Jeff has had their opportunities from the free throw line as well.
Yeah, they just haven't hit them.
They missed the 2 on the intentional foul.
Yeah.
Missed the front end here.
Several others. So Hunter, Dager, and Sprigler, well schooled in press break, and drawing the foul is Sprigler. Sean Boyd with the foul. Senior.
At the line, shooting 2, Dayton Sprigler.
It's his first, and Sprigler rattles it home. 8-point lead. When do you feel comfortable as a coach late in a game like this? 8-point lead, 9-point lead.
When the buzzer sounds.
He hits them both. It is a 9-point margin. Favor of the homestanding Dragons of Silver Creek all the way to the basket. And that's the second foul in a row on Caldwell in the last 2 possessions. And I know Coach Hoffman is not happy about that. That's his 5th.
I mean, on that one, there wasn't much he could do. You know, he was there and it just kind of got turned. I mean, good call by the officials, the right call, but there wasn't anything he could have done about that one. You know, it wasn't like, I mean, I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. But, you know, he was...
And when you pick apart a game like this, where you win against a really good team, that's part of the thing that makes a champion. Hey, you're a junior, you're 6'8". We don't need to do that here because you never know. We don't need to make those unnecessary fouls.
Yeah, and that one, I mean, again, without just like getting completely out of the way and just letting him shoot a wide open layup.
Yeah.
You know, I think he was just kind of a victim of circumstance there.
Yeah, one of the things you do, though, is you let him make it, take a couple of seconds, take the ball out of bounds. Take 3 or 4 seconds to take the ball out of bounds. Take 8, 9 seconds to take the ball in. Now you've milked almost 15, 18 seconds off the clock. And I know it's one of those things. I just think where Caldwell is concerned, in the last minute of play, he had 2 fouls in the last 20 seconds at the rim. And, you know, both free throws good for Cooper. You just don't want to see that become a habit. And good ball handling there by Sprigler.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 24, Sean Boyd.
And they're going to keep fouling. See if they can get a 2 for 1 or a 3 for 1 or a 3 for whatever. Jeffersonville's got the fouling part down to a science. They need to get the offensive part down as well. Again, goes to the rack, contested well by Jaron Miles. And now up 9 with 26.9. Dager will go to the line for 2.
Personal foul, Jeffersonville, number 20, Jacob Wilkerson, his 5th personal foul.
Like I said, though, Jeff's going to learn from this experience. Tough place to play, great crowd, and
what a night! Absolutely.
They get Trey back, and they will be gearing up and getting everything exactly how they want it when they make that run for March.
First and 2, good.
For Silver Creek, on the other hand, you look, it's like, man, this is a big-time opponent that we had come in here. We handled our business.
Comfortable surroundings, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, they're here at home in a great atmosphere, as you said. Douglas, boy, he just stops. He stops attacking off glass. The 3 from Mason Longest. I mean, I get Douglas not going for the basket, not wanting to pick up a charge. Boy, the opportunities for Silver Creek, they took advantage tonight. 71-63 over the Jeffersonville Red Devils. The Silver Creek Dragons improved to 7-0. Jeffersonville now at 3-3. Heck of a game, Brad.
Incredible game. Didn't have the great flow that we would have hoped. The officials were calling fouls, but the players were committing fouls.
Yeah, they were.
So, it didn't have a great flow to it, but again, great basketball, great atmosphere. Both teams are going to come out of this better.
Absolutely shall. We'll come back with our post-game broadcast when we return. Stay with us. We'll have players of the game, a recap as well when we return on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark & Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark & Floyd System of Care.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
To get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Check it. Ooh. Oh, no.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's postgame recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
Welcome back to Silver Creek High School. Tied at 31 at the half, and Brad Burton a 40-32 second half advantage for the homestanding Silver Creek Dragons propelled them to a 71-63 win. And you got to think of those 40 points in the second half, 20 from the free throw line?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell without seeing the stats in the book, but I mean, yeah, I would say at least. And, you know, credit to Silver Creek for pounding the side and attacking the basket and taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, you know, that was your key to the game, one of the keys to the game. Both teams having to take care of the basketball. Silver Creek did that. I mean, both teams had their share of turnovers early. Sure. But Silver Creek late, once they got that extended lead, not the 2-possession, 3-possession lead, they handled it so very well. As you see on our ticker, our scoreboard ticker, Providence defeated Floyd Central 57-45, and the girls, Christian Academy of Indiana, dropped a 59-46 decision into South Central. Boys, Henryville 64-43 over Lanesville. And girls, where you used to coach at Providence, dropped a 3-point game to Grant County. Ohio County, Kentucky, and Rock Creek tied at 57 late. Clarksville and Trinity Lutheran postponed until January 17th. Ticket overlay, our ticker is sponsored by American Family Insurance, Mark Stevens. So, you know, when we recap, when you think about that ability to score, you know, you talked about the depth of scoring from Silver Creek, and not just from 1 through 5. That's 6, 7, 8 down the line. Scoring ability is there.
Absolutely. Scoring, athleticism, ball handling. They really have all the pieces. They defend. They have all the pieces that you're looking for in a really good team that's capable of making a deep run.
And a 3A team, there are only 4 classes in Indiana, and you're talking still about 1,100 students here at Silver
approximately,
Creek? Yeah, and as you're one of the assistant coaches for the girls team, you know, continued success and good luck with the girls this year.
I appreciate that. Yeah. We got a big game against Brownstown tomorrow.
Hey, and where's that game?
That's here. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. If anybody's needing something to do to get away for some Christmas shopping or something, we play at 12 and 1:30 tomorrow. 12 o'clock JV, 1:30 varsity against Brownstown right here.
Excellent. Good stuff from Coach Brad Burden. And we're going to take a break again, our second break, and we'll come back later on we will have our players of the game, most outstanding players of the game as well. So stay with us. More to come on our post-game programming. 71-63 Silver Creek over Jeffersonville. Stay with us on Glycod.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
Vaping has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Welcome back to Southern Indiana game night here at Silver Creek High School. The host Dragons defeated the mighty Jeffersonville Red Devils 71-63. Silver Creek improves to 7-0. Jeffersonville now at 3-3. And alongside Brad Burden, I'm Paul Major. And Brad, well, we don't have final stats brought to us by Great American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more info. We don't have the official stats. We can talk about a few key stats that shaped the outcome of this game. First, prohibitive number of fouls on Jeffersonville really hindered their offensive ability because the players, 2 of them fouled out, had 3 more with 4. That was tough to deal with.
Yeah, and that enabled Silver Creek to score a lot from the free throw line. And again, without the official stats, we won't know for sure. But one thing I would find interesting is to see who won the rebounding war, and I bet Silver Creek came out on top on that.
And I would imagine that they did, except late, a lot of second chance around the basket. We'll talk about Dane Caldwell a little later, but his presence inside tonight, other than those 2 late fouls, really, really made it difficult for Jeffersonville to score in the paint. They were stopping and not able to finish at the rim.
Silver Creek's defense made it difficult on them all night for every person. And you think about it, here's Silver Creek out here, sophomores and juniors, 1 senior, Hoffman, who didn't play a whole lot. The pace and the style really maybe didn't fit what Coach Hoffman was looking for. Didn't play a whole lot of minutes, but mostly sophomores and juniors for Silver Creek, playing against 2 Division I players for Jeffersonville, and they did a great job of keeping those guys in check.
That Silver Creek defense took Jeffersonville out of their game early and sustained it throughout for this 8-point victory tonight on the Dragons' home floor. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we will have our most outstanding players of the game brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Teresa Lamb, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Stay with us on Glycom.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or longtime patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And welcome back. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. She's at 1523 State Street, New Albany, 47150, 812-945-8088. TLambForYou.com. Most Outstanding Players, Brad Burden for Jeffersonville.
Yeah, Michael Cooper, 21 points, and he really kept the wheels on the bus there, for Jeffersonville for the longest time, and obviously great game for him.
It was tough because P.J. Douglas, his backcourt running mate, 4 fouls early in the third quarter, was saddled all night. The whole team was saddled with foul trouble, but Cooper kept it all together. His 21 points led the Red Devils, and for Silver Creek, this young man, quiet sort of first half, but boy, did he explode in the second.
He did, and literally exploded with that big dunk there. And like I said, he's had a couple of those highlight dunks this year.
Right from the beginning of the second half, he just took it over.
He did, and attacking off the bounce, playing in post interior defense on the other side, rebounding, did it all.
Hit a three.
Like always with Silver Creek, lots of production from a lot of different people, but you got to give the nod to number 22, Dane Caldwell.
Dane Caldwell, the most outstanding player for Silver Creek, also with 19 for Silver Creek, was Dager.
Dager, also had 19 as well.
He had 19 as well. So those are your most outstanding players, brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And now for our upcoming schedule. Presented by Strike and Spare of Clarksville, a great place to host your party or special occasion. Contact strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information. And what we have coming up in the new year, January 3rd, the first Friday of the new year, we'll have Manual and New Albany at Jeffersonville. Interesting, neutral court there. And then we also have that night at 7:30, Simon Kenton at Oldham County and Henry Clay at Sayre. So those are games you won't want to miss when we return to action in the new year on Glycod. That is our upcoming schedule, presented by Strike and Spare of Clarksville. A great place to host your party or special occasion. Contact strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information. So that does it. Your final thoughts, Brad Burden.
Well, just great atmosphere, two great teams, great coaches going at each other, and Southern Indiana basketball is a special thing, and it's alive and well.
And you just got to think that this home crowd was worth a few buckets, a few extra energy points, especially the way Silver Creek came out in that second half and really took control in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what over in Louisville. I teach over there now, and was talking to some fellow teachers, and you all had 2,500, 3,000 people for a game in Southern Indiana. I said, yeah. And so when you're the home team, it definitely is a major advantage.
It is big game night in Southern Indiana tonight. And these two teams promise to be in the thick of things in their respective classifications. 3A for Silver Creek and Class 4A for Jeffersonville, especially when they get back their star, Trey Singleton, out of injury in a couple of weeks. So there you have it. I want to say thank you. Big shout out to our executive producer, Steve Bird, down in Florida, for our owner-operator, Chris Labar, for our on-site producer, Tim Bryan, and his wife, our camera operator. Thank you. And for Brad Burden, hey, great time. Good to meet you. Good to have our first game under our belt. Good time all the way around.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You got it. For Brad Burden, I'm Paul Najar. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay with us. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you in 2025. Stay with us this all year long. We'll have game night, Southern Indiana, Jefferson County, Oldham County, Central Kentucky on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game was brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department, prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department, Deering Floor Center, Our Place, Clark County Youth Services, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Center.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.